Hello everybody, welcome back. This is MCPE Redstone, and today Minecon has started and they have actually released something amazing. So let me show you the clip.
At E3, we announced that add-ons were coming to Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition Beta. Soon, you'll be able to try them yourselves. With add-ons, you can remix any of the mobs, changing the way they look and behave to invent new ways to play the game. All mobs are basically broken into three parts: the model, or the shape of the mob, the texture, or the way it looks, and the behaviours, or what the mob does. All these will be customizable by you. So have fun, experiment, and share them with your friends over rounds. Want to have rabbits multiply like crazy? A 50-foot sporty creeper? Or give pigs a 50-meter blast radius? All of this, plus a lot more, will be possible with add-ons. Enjoy!
Okay guys, so this is crazy. They already talked about this on E3, as they said in this little video as well. But pretty much what they are going to be adding pretty soon, in about half a year or so, they are going to be adding a possibility for us to make add-ons or mods pretty much. They are mods, but not completely, because they have some restrictions, which I'll talk about in a second. But pretty much it's mods for Minecraft Pocket Edition, completely supported without the need of certain extra apps or whatever that you need to use on Android and stuff like that to get mods. So this will actually be in-game. So how will this work? I'm just going to quickly go over what they talked about in this video. Pretty much as they said it is, you will be able to mainly be able to change mobs and their behavior. Now, the way this works is in three different steps. The first step being the model.
The model, or the shape of the mob.
Now, if you don't know exactly what that means, is the model is pretty much the shape. So the model of, let's say, a slime is just a cube, and then let's say the model of a creeper is a bigger cube on top of a rectangular shape, on top of the shapes that are the legs, pretty much. So we will be able to change the models. Now, just to give you a quick little example of what you could do with this. Pretty much, let's say you wanted to make a creeper with 10 heads. This is just a really quick random example, but you could make if you could change the model, you could make a creeper with 10 heads. You could make you could make a creeper that is riding a horse and make that a mob. You could make all kinds of amazing things just by changing the shapes of things, and yeah, that's pretty cool. The next step is textures.
The texture, or the way it looks.
Pretty much textures, you probably already know it. Texture packs are what changes certain textures, but pretty much we will be able to make custom textures and put them on our mobs. So let's say you made a creeper with 2 heads. You're gonna have to adjust the little texture a bit so that the actual little texture would fit that model that you made. But pretty much what the texture changing ability will allow us to do is just pretty much retexture your mobs way easier. This will pretty much allow us to have texture packs, all kinds of texture packs that you can edit. So custom texture packs will be coming as well, probably, because that is pretty much what they are showing us here. At least you can retexture the mobs at least. So that's at least the first step. So once you've got your model set up with the texture, the biggest and most important thing is going to be coming up next. So once you've made your mob, which is pretty much the model with the texture, it's not going to do anything. If you spawn it, if you would spawn that mob that you made by changing those two things, it would just do nothing. But you can change it by, you will be able to code your own mob behaviors.
And the behaviours, or what the mob does. All these will be customizable by you. So have fun, experiment, and share them with your friends over realms.
Now this will require some programming, so it can be quite difficult to start with, but you should be able to learn how to do it. And maybe I will be doing some tutorials on how to program your very own mobs, because I'm very interested in that. I'm studying computer science, which in my studies there is a lot of programming, so I will love this add-on. So once it comes out, I'll probably do a couple of videos on making add-ons and stuff like that. But pretty much what the code is, or the third step pretty much, is the behavior of the mob. So let's say a creeper. It is programmed to walk to you and explode pretty much. Well, let's say you make yourself a pig and copy and paste the creeper's behavior into the pig. Then the next time you spawn a pig, it will walk up to you and explode, pretty much like a creeper would. Now, this is just a quick example that you could do. You could just change behaviors. For example, make creepers have the behaviors of bunnies so that they run away from you, and you can breed creepers. How awesome would that be? So that's something that would be possible by copying and pasting the bunnies' behaviors into creepers. But pretty much there are other features as well, things that you can do. Something that you could do is, for example, as they showed in the video, change the blast radius of a mob. So let's say you just change the creeper's blast radius to like 1,000. If a creeper blows up once you've set it to 1,000, it is just going to blow up the entire world pretty much. It's going to crash your game. That's how big of an explosion you can make a creeper become. So yeah guys, those are the 3 steps that add-ons will allow us to do pretty much. To quickly recap, you will be able to change the model, which is pretty much the shape of the mob. You will be able to change the texture, which is the appearance of the mob. Like for example, the texture of a creeper is green with the face and stuff like that, and the texture of a pig is pink and stuff like that. It's pretty much how it looks. And then we will also be able to program the mobs, which is the behavior of the mobs and what they do. A great example of this is, for example, a creeper blows up, a bunny runs away, you can ride on a horse, and bats fly. So now that I've explained everything that add-ons will be able to do, now I just want to call out to you guys, just have a little imagination what you could do just by changing these 3 things. It'll just be amazing. Mods will be everywhere in Minecraft Pocket Edition. I myself know for sure that I will be making a ton of things using this add-ons feature once it comes out. So tell me guys, what are some of the insane creations that you think about when these features will be out? So some things that you could do, for example, is make new bosses. How could you do that? Let's just say we take the wither as our starting point, and then we just change the way it looks. So we change the shape or the model of the wither to, let's say, make it look like some new sort of dragon. I'll just put some random pictures on screen that could like reflect that. So the next thing that we could do to our dragon is, once the model and texture has been made, we could do, because of course it will still have the same behavior as the wither because you use the wither as your starting point. But let's say we want it to for example, do something different than what the wither does. So we could, for example, change the fact that the wither used to shoot wither heads, and we can change it so that this dragon would shoot, for example, creepers. How insane would that be? A boss mob that shoots other mobs. So we could just code a little stuff like that and then make a dragon shoot out creepers. And yeah, we can also change what this dragon drops. So we can, for example, the wither would drop a wither star, but we can change that to, let's say, some sort of a sword with insane enchantments. So once you kill this boss, you would get an insane item and an insane weapon. Something else that you could change to this wither is, let's say, its health. You could change it so it has 10 times more health, it has 10 times more defense, so pretty much it's really hard to kill. You can change it so that when it attacks you, it does double the damage. You can change it so that it flies, it doesn't fly. You can change it so that it explodes. You can make it shoot TNT. So I'm just rambling here, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is once add-ons come to Minecraft Pocket Edition, the possibilities will be endless. There is nothing that you can't do. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say, and I hope you guys are excited for it. I am, so yeah, I'll make sure to, once it comes out, or once it comes closer to being out, to keep you guys updated. I'll be making a ton of videos on this feature once it is out, so make sure to stay subscribed, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.